Come here, Mike. Hi, everyone. Hello, Catherine here. I'm in a different place because I couldn't get internet this morning in the room I was in, so I've been switching rooms. Which was so perfect because today's reflection. Come here, Mike. Come here, Mike. Come on. He's very annoyed again. Which he has an opinion about things. So I'm sitting in my guest room, and it's very different for me, but it was so interesting because the reflection that came to me to talk about for a couple minutes this morning was opinions and how to have a happy life. and then I can't get on the internet this morning in my basement, so trying not to have an opinion about that, which basically means annoyed, which basically means judgment. So you have the scale on this side, judgment, and over here, opinions. Think about when you were a kid. Did you have an opinion about anything when you were really little? And were you happy most of the time? Hey, Mike's over here. Here, I'll show you. He is just so unhappy. Speaking of he has such an opinion right now about not being able to go outside. And so he's really unhappy. And it's a perfect example, even as a cat, of how when you have this opinion, rather than just accepting, going with the flow, like you did when you were a little kid. Sometimes this is very hard, challenging, maybe I should say, to notice or to be aware of, because we're always justified in our opinions. That's kind of the mechanism that operates. We justify our opinions. Well, the dog is barking and he shouldn't be barking right now. I'm on a Zoom call. Or that work person, employee was supposed to do this and doing that. That's the justification, and they seem very reasonable. But again, go back to when you were a kid, very young, maybe 4, did any of that matter? And were you happy most of the time? I mean, most young children at 3 and 4, unless they are in really bad circumstances or traumatized or something like that, are pretty happy. But at right around 7, where they say the veil that was open and everything is bliss and happiness comes down, we start having opinions about things. But we can, even though these opinions seem really justified, and you might say, well, I have a business to run, or I have this to do, so I have to bend all this stuff to my will. That's another rationalization, justification, and it doesn't make you happy. And when you're not happy, then something is going to break. Something's going to break in your emotions, your mind, your body. And a lot of times, especially if it breaks in your body, ache and pain, illness, disease, even accident, it's hard to connect it to that judgment you had, or even on a minor level, your opinion. So I've just been really paying attention. Judgments, but mine are more subtle now. They're really just on the level of opinions. I mean, sometimes I go into judgment if I think about politics, which I try not to. But on a day-to-day basis, they're mostly opinions, which really are just as bad, maybe worse in a way, because when you're judging somebody, you go, oh, that's bad. Or a judgment is, oh, isn't that good? Even a good valuation is a judgment. So anyway, let's see what we can do with that inwardly. Mike, you have quite an opinion today. I know. Here's Mike. Come on, Mike. We're going to try to change his opinion. Can you see him? Is that making you sick to move this around? Here. Mike, come here, Mike. Come on. See, I'm going to try to change his opinion about the situation by giving him a little comfort, right? And changing his mind. Look at, he's just, his eyes are like, There you go, Mike. Can you just stay here and be quiet? There, that's a good boy. You're going to meditate with us today, which he loves. He loves the energy of it. All right, you can close your eyes if you want to just do that and let the world melt away and breathe in. Oh, and there's my other cat who also has an opinion. And breathe out. Come on up, Ted. Now I could get irritated by this, right? Because this is our quiet time together. I'm not going to have an opinion. I'm just going to roll with it. Hey, Teddy, why don't you come up here? Breathe in. Hold it for a moment. And breathe out and let your body just relax. And breathe in. Hold it for a moment and just relax. And breathe in. Let the mind and the emotions just relax too. And you can notice, at least for now, the cats are a little calmer, but they're talking to each other. And out. And in. That deep pranic life force energy breath. And out. And we just invite right now that spirit of your soul, the bliss, the eternal nature, the infinite, the expanded, the beautiful, the contented part of you, to come present as that beautiful field of energy, as you let every part of you connect with that. And you stay present with your breath at the same time, being aware of your breath as you're aware of your soul and your heart in the wisdom of the soul. And you just notice, you observe as this soulic energy is present and you're aware of it, how there are no opinions in this field of energy. There's no judgment calls, there's no value judgments, there's no attention on what's good or bad. There's just the breath and the experience of the contentment, the experience of the freedom, the experience of the peace. And in this peace and freedom, this loving and comfort, we ask that field of energy to go into any place in your body, mind, emotions that need greater healing. Maybe that locked in a judgment about yourself or about someone else or about a situation in the world. And also, we're going to go into any place in your consciousness that's holding on to selfishness, self-centered, egocentric. It's all about me. I want to control things. I want to bend things to my will. I want things to go my way. These are also opinions of a different sort, but opinions they are. The opinion of your own, if you have it, self-centered nature. This can be very subtle, and it can even be sometimes painful, but look at it. Do you have any parts of you that are holding on to what your desire level. And that desire level may even be for protection, defensiveness. If I have things my way, nobody can hurt me. If I control everything, nothing can hurt me. This is one of the biggest blocks to happiness, to self-fulfillment, to your soul, to God, and to service. And it can be very subtle. And it can justify itself. If you hear a little voice saying, well, if I let this go, I'm going to be so vulnerable. I'm going to get hurt. When you let this go, you become so much stronger in spirit. And in that strength of spirit, you can never be hurt. Spirit, your soul, cannot be hurt. It is impervious to disappointment, judgment, pain. Breathe that in. Breathe in that strength. Breathe out any holding on to control, desire, attachments to people or things or situations, to things that you no longer need, tired relationships, worn out work situations. Maybe you don't have any of those, but if you do, and you know what they are, let them go. Maybe it's even a place you're living. Follow your breath. Breathe into all those places where that negativity was, or any opinions, judgments, attachments, control. Let the freedom engulf you. Let liberation expand you. Let that beauty of the soul, the perfection of the soul, be superimposed on every part of you. And from this awareness of the soul, your awareness reaches even beyond yourself, even beyond your soul, into the source of all creation. And here, breathe that in. And let's take a few minutes just to experience that. Find your breath. Come back into your body with that awareness and awakeness of that soulic energy, and bring that presence into whatever you're doing next. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. I think this was day 22, but I keep getting confused. We'll see you next time.